Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. For introduction, as we know, Malaysia, like many other countries, experience several challenges in several elements of society, including ethics and the economy during COVID-19 epidemic. In Malaysia, where Islam is the main religion, Islamic ethics and economics concepts were critical in shaping the country's reaction to the outbreak. Islamic ethics emphasize moral principle, justice, compassion, and society responsibility, and is based on the teaching of the Quran and Hadith. The concept shaped Malaysia's approach to dealing with the pandemic impact on both individuals and the economy. Malaysia government, guided by Islamic ethics, implements various healthcare and public health measures to protect the well-being of its citizens. These strategies include promoting social distancing, mask wearing, and hygiene practice, all to prevent all to prevent the spread of the virus and preserve human life, which is considered a scar trust in Islam. In line with Islamic teaching on compassion and social justice, the government also emphasized the importance of caring for vulnerable groups such as the elderly and those with pre-existing health condition. Economically, for economic perspective, the principle of Islamic economics were considered to mitigate the socio-economic impact of the pandemic. Islamic economics encourage fairness and equitable resource distribution while discouraging practice that exploit others to or contribute to economic instability. Malaysia government respond to the pandemic by implementing measures to assist business and individuals affected by economic downturn. Financial assistance programs, loan moratoriums, moratorium, and other relief measures were among those implemented with an emphasis on ensuring fairness and avoiding economic exploitation. Thank you.
There are a few objectives in this topic. First, social justice and equity. Malaysia intended to make sure that the most vulnerable section of society were helped during the pandemic. This include giving low-income people, those who work for a living, and those who lost their job as a result of the pandemic economic effect, financial relief and assistance. Second, emphasize on health and well-being of society. The goal is to make sure that during the epidemic, economic policies and practices prioritize the well-being of the populace, particularly marginalized and vulnerable population. Third, balance between economic stability and public health issues. Prioritizing public health and safety while resolving the financial difficulties brought on by the pandemic is the goal. This may entail putting in place precautions like lockdown, travel bans, and social exclusion to stop the virus's spread while also adding the impact business and people.
Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aina Nazrani binti Anwar. My matric number 066903. Now, I want to present about methodology in this study. We use both qualitative and quantitative approach, which is we find the information by doing research in the internet and we find journal about this issue. We also search the reference that are related to our issues. The reference is very important method of identifying previous findings in our topic. In qualitative data, internet search and journal reviews can be used to gather the data such as online discussions, blog posts, and personal narrative. While for quantitative data like statistics, survey results, and numerical trends relevant to the research topic or variable of interest can be gathered through internet search and journal reviews.
Hi, my name is Nurusliana Bita Makairi. My metric number is 066511. Next, we will talk about issue. Firstly, panic buying. Excessive consumption during a pandemic may harm the economy, such as a rise in the cost of commodities due to high inflation rate. If we look at the impact of the pandemic and inflation during the COVID-19, it sustainably affect economic stability in emerging countries. Therefore, there is a need for oversight from economic actor consisting of the government, the community and household that regulate the supply of food and consumption pattern according to Islamic principle. To avoid panic buying during COVID-19 in Islamic ethic and economy, it is vital to remember that storing and excessive buying are against the principle of moderation and compassion. Next, consumptive behavior. Consumptive behavior is the lifestyle of person who are glad to spend their money without measure thinking. The objective of use is to maximize the value of economic activities with the resources held and also income in Malaysia. As taught in Islam, spending according to need and not going overboard is the key to reducing the pace of inflation. In the context of the era of the coronavirus pandemic, the concept of Makasih Syariah provides a clear guide and framework to the process of ijtihad in solving challenges that suit the interests of humanity while respecting the will of God. In addition, during COVID-19, it is tough to find halal cuisine, so that many Muslim organizations and communities have pushed a list of halal food options accessible during COVID-19. This list is available online or by contacting the organization directly. With ethics implemented in society, it can allow Malaysians to identify halal suppliers. By conducting and being creative with meal selection, we can take precautionary measures by consuming only halal cuisine during COVID-19. It also can apply ethical standards that also care about the people around us by not causing disaster for the country itself.
Lastly, institutional economic policy alternatives for social safety. In Malaysia, the COVID-19 pandemic has severely impacted the economy, leading to an increased need for social safety nets program. The government has implemented several measures to support those in need, including the Bantuan Prihatin Nasional (BPN) cash assistance programs, which provides financial assistance to low-income households, the wage subsidy programs, which provides financial assistance to employers to help them retain their employees, and also salams that help individuals such as farmers and other individuals who have access to finance. In addition, the government has granted subsidy to farmers and fishermen to help them cope with the economic impact of the outbreak. Despite this effort, the outbreak has a tremendous impact on the economy, and many Malaysians are struggling to make ends meet. By being ethical in the economy and by continuing to support social safety net programs, government can help decrease the impact of the epidemic on those who are most vulnerable.
Hello everyone, my name is Nur Hazika binti Muhammad Azrin. My matrix number is 066119. I will present about discussion and finding. First of all, the discussion and finding that we all found is Islamic economic ethics provide valuable principles that can contribute to the reduction of poverty and inequality during this challenging era. We explore how Islamic economic ethics can help foster economic development, especially by emphasizing partnership, cooperation, justice, and support small business. Also meeting the basic needs. Islamic economic ethics provide valuable principles that can guide economic development and address the problem of poverty and inequality, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic, by embracing concepts such as partnership, cooperation, fairness, support for small business, society can work towards a more equitable and inclusive economic system. Next, the finding is solidarity and mutual assistance. Islamic ethics promote the concept of mutual assistance and solidarity in times of crisis. This involves collective effort to alleviate the economic impact of the pandemic and ensure the welfare of all members of society. Islamic teaching encourage individual, business, and government to collaborate and provide support to those who need. Last but not least, to avoid a panic buying. In the line with the increase in the development of coronavirus pandemic COVID-19, Malaysia should also be prepared for other viruses that will attack macroeconomic stability, which is excessive public use behavior that will cause inflation. Excessive consumption behavior will cause excessive food deficiency. When they are urged to stay indoors by working from homes and reducing outdoor activities during the spread of the virus, inflation is not the only the duty of policymakers, but also economic entities involved in economic activities in the form of production, distribution, and consumption. Given the effect of pandemic and inflation, it has greatly disrupted economic stability in developing countries despite the economic downturn. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Zurfa Shakir binti Zukibri. My metric number is 066916. Based on our study during COVID-19, it is crucial to take ethical consideration into account when making financial decisions. Islamic ethics places a strong emphasis on social duty and protecting the weak. This implies that the welfare of all citizens, not just the wealthy or powerful, should be given priority in economic policy. During a pandemic, people and organizations should cooperate and support one another in order to achieve shared objectives like helping the most vulnerable. We can build a more equitable and sustainable economic system that is beneficial to everybody by cooperating and following moral standards. In addition, numerous people and organizations are experiencing financial difficulties as a result of the pandemic. Islamic economy offers advice regarding how to handle debt in an ethical and responsible manner, highlighting the significance of staying away from excessive spending and working toward being financially secure. Lastly, we can develop a more equitable and just economic system that serves all people by giving priority to social responsibility, ethical business practice, teamwork, long-term viability, stability in finance, and charity giving.